All right, me fresh off making my TikTok video for 60 seconds about 2020 and how it wasn't a bad year, or maybe it was a bad year, and the relativism that lives in that space, whatever that means. I think it was a good year. It was a bad year with all the death, all the riots, all the protesting as far as that goes. But I think it was a good year because it gave birth to something, and what it gave birth to is still yet to be determined. And for us to say it was a bad year, I think it's neither this nor that, because stuff's going to happen all the time. People are going to die. Good stuff's going to happen. Bad stuff's going to happen. No matter what year it is, you're going to have jobs. You're going to lose jobs. Unfortunately, in my life, honestly, I've lost a lot of jobs because I came from food and beverage and hotels and stuff like that. So I had 7 jobs. Then all of a sudden you don't have any. Then you have to go back to only one that's open, and that was the one you barely work at. Then you have to do something totally different. So it's interesting, and I was looking for a way out anyway, but it's kind of funny because the grass is always greener on the other side. Sometimes you have a lot of things and things are working out wonderfully, and you're still more so about bitching and moaning about where you need to be or where you're not at yet. But honestly, parts of me would go back to last year at this time with a totally different approach. But that's the idea, to take today with a new approach and understand it. This is today. Yesterday was yesterday, tomorrow's going to be tomorrow. Because when things get worse and when things get to be different, all of a sudden you're thinking, man, where I was okay. Why was I trying to get away from that so desperately? But it's interesting. It's really interesting because this year had to have some surgery done. I lost a bunch of weight. I ended up having this thing where I thought it was jaundice. I was jaundiced, and they thought I had like liver disease and all this other crazy stuff because I was drinking too much. Turns out it was a stent that was in my aorta from an accident from years ago that essentially was supposed to be taken out after about 6 months. Didn't know that.